Hi, it's Linda. Welcome to the Daily Dose, where we talk about the energy that's moving through all of us right now and we make it useful for real life. No fancy language, just plain talk and real life. Let's get started. Today we start something new. We're spending our time these next 6 days with the energy of She Remembers Out Loud. This is the voice of I Remember. This is remembering with a purpose. Not remembering just to remember, but pulling the hidden lesson out of what you've lived and handing it forward to someone who needs it. This energy gets wiser with time. It collects experience the way some people collect stamps or Pokemon cards, and it knows that every hard thing you've lived through was building toward something you'll pass on. But here's the part that trips people up. This energy is about the retreat that you need to make before you remember. Like, after something happens to you, this energy needs a pause, real time alone, before it can turn that experience into wisdom instead of just noise in your head. If you skip the retreat, the lesson never fully forms. I find this energy shows up most in my more painful memories. The more something hurts, the more time I need to process what happened. I call it my turtle effect. When I'm hurt, I retreat into my shell. Once I've processed things and pulled out the lesson, I come back out. I had a stretch of my teaching career where a new department chair took over. And from the moment he did, things got brutally hard. I had just won a teaching award that was voted on entirely by students. I was proven in the classroom, reliable, respected. The next semester, I wasn't even put on the schedule. When I asked why, I was told I wasn't needed, even though 4 other people ended up covering an overload because I wasn't there. One week, I was being honored for my teaching. The next, I had lost the job in that discipline. Man, did I retreat. I needed real time to process and reflect. In the end, it pushed me to develop new skills and expand my teaching into an entirely different discipline. But it took me a while to get there so that I could see the lesson. There's a song that perfectly captures this energy. You know me, I love my music. By Mike and the Mechanics, The Living Years. It's about the wisdom we carry and the cost of not sharing it while there's still time for it to matter to someone. That's the heart of this She Remembers Out Loud energy right there. Sometimes what you know is only worth something once it's handed forward. This week, we're going to look at all sides of this energy. What happens when the retreat gets totally skipped? You just don't do it. What it looks like when you build real space for reflection into your everyday life. And what it looks like at its very best when your wisdom carries a weight people can feel before you've even said a word. In our next chat, we meet the cranky side of the She Remembers Out Loud energy, the version who rushes past her own experience without pausing to let it teach her anything. I wouldn't miss it. I sure hope you don't. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing. Find your happy. Love what you do. Go out and make a difference and come on back to me safely. See ya.